Hey folks, thanks for joining me today. And yes, I am back, back from doing my tour there with my deployment. And thank you so much for being so patient with me. And I did take a video of my coffee cup around the camp that I was at. So if you're interested in seeing that, it was a video that I posted before this one. And unfortunately, that was all that I could post because I didn't have time to do any painting while I was there. We were really, really busy. But all in all, a great experience. And now I'm back home to be able to paint and talk to you guys. So I'm happy to be back. And while I was on my deployment, whenever I had a few minutes of downtime, I was going through my pictures. I have a ton of pictures on my camera, on my phone, that it's now getting really slow. So I was going through and I was deleting some videos or pictures and videos that I don't need. And I came across this. Um, it was a picture or a screenshot that I had taken back in 2022. So I thought, this would be something fun to do. So that's what we're doing today. So this is going to be a dotted gecko, and we're just going to have fun with it. We're just going to put a design on it with fun, bright colors, and I'm putting it onto a Mad River stone. So you don't have to put it on a Mad River rock or whatever kind of a rock that you have. You can put it on um, maybe a canvas, or maybe you have a piece of wood that's been kept around for a while waiting for that special idea to pop into your brain, and this might be it. I don't know, but you can paint this little guy on anything, and you can paint him in different sizes. So I did another one after this one on a small oval stone that I've made from the molds I've gotten from the Happy Dotting Company. I will show you a picture of that at the end, so stick around for that. So you'll see the finished product of this guy, and then you'll see the smaller one that I did beside it. So you can see that you can make these at any sizes that you want. It's basic shapes, and then what I did was I painted it all in black. So this stone's going to be a little bit darker. So I tested it with just adding a little bit of water before I started painting. And that gives you a really good idea on how dark your stone is going to go. So that's what I did. So I knew that I had to paint this guy black so that I had a nice base on him. So I just basically did a quick shape. So you can obviously see what kind of the shape that he's at. Just basically ovals is what I did, and that's how I made his body parts and how I put them together. Very, very simple. And then I gave him 5 toes. I'm not exactly 100% sure of the anatomy of a gecko, but I put 5 toes on him because I want to dot each toe a different color. So he's kind of like has rainbow toes. So that's why I gave him 5. Um, you can give him as many toes as you want, or the imagination is your limitation. So you do what you want to do. This is just to give you an inspiration as to what you can do with something like this. And I'll be honest, by the time I got home, I was very tired. I worked long days, and I found that my artistic mojo was sort of in hibernation because I'd been working so much and focusing on what I was doing that, and for like 2.5 weeks, I didn't do any painting at all. And I think I went into withdrawal, to be honest, because I paint like almost every day. So um, I needed that inspiration in order to do this, guy. So I did. And it was really fun just to, not worry about if things were put in the right place, or if he looked real, or if he was cute. All I did was I gave myself a design, and then I just dotted designs on it. You'll see what I'm talking about very, very soon. I'm just finishing up getting those edges a little bit more sharp, and getting him into the shape that I want him, so that I can start putting my dotting designs on him. And once he was dry, because I did draw everything on with pencil, I now have to erase those pencil marks, because if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget about it later. And then when I resin, those marks are going to shine and they're going to show up, and I'll be like, oh, darn. So it has happened to me a few times. So now what I do is I erase before I start to paint. So now I'm just going on, and I'm going to dot this guy in really fun, bright colors. So the colors that I'm going to be using today are all by DecoArt. I'm going to be using Copenhagen Blue. I will be using Red Alert, Pure Pumpkin, Sun Yellow, Sour Apple, which is what I used on his eyes there, and Celery Shoot. So it's a very different color, this Celery Shoot. I found it in the bargain bins at Michael's when I was wandering the aisles there, and I thought, let's give this one a try. I think maybe this might be a fun color, and it turned out to be a really fun color. So I hope you enjoy this video and how I am putting everything together here. Right now I'm doing little designs above his eye, and I'm making them into like little hearts. So I'm dotting one dot beside the other, basically the same size, and then I'm dragging them down into a point to make a heart. I just like how it rounds off his head, kind of looks like scales. And it just sort of, separates the head from the body, but still within a design, if that makes sense. So that's what I did. And I'm going to actually, once this is all dry, I will be going in again and doing some additional colors on top. And it really gives it that little extra depth, I find. So I thought giving him a little bit more of his design, using the same colors, and being able to add these colors in as the complementary colors, really made this guy a little pop. Like he looked really, really awesome once I was finished. So I put on those little blue dots there, did some green around it, and now I'm doing his feet. So I'm using that celery shoot for his hands, and I do it to all four, obviously. And then that's when I dot the colors on his toes, and that's why I have what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 colors that I'm going to be using, so that's why he has 5 toes. So the main part of his foot, or yeah, I guess it would be a foot. Lizards have feet. So that's going to be the celery shoot color, and then because it's the palest color that I have that I'm using, and then each of his toes are going to be all of those other 5 colors, which are the more bright colors, that are more, just more bright colors. So I did his feet there. I'm going to let those dry, and I'm going back in, and I'm adding some of that little, that celery shoot color in between the dots of the design that I put on his back. So I really wanted to try to make this look like like a leopard, or sorry, a gecko kind of scales, I guess, or like lizard scales, but still using the dotting technique. So I hope I captured that. I actually am very pleased with it. Was very happy with the way that he turned out. And like I said, I had so much fun doing this guy that I did one on a smaller handmade stone, like from the Happy Dawn and Company molds that I have, just to show you that, you can do this on anything. And I had so much fun doing them. And like I said, this was a screenshot that I had taken. And I'm sorry that I don't know who was the original creator. But I know that it was on Pinterest, or an email that I received from Pinterest. And I had taken a screenshot of it back in 2022. So it's been a while. And it's sort of what caught me with the inspiration to do this. So that's exactly what we're doing, and making this guy look really, really cute. So I want to talk about a few things that have been going on in the background that I just want to let you know. So I have officially closed my Etsy shop. Unfortunately, it just wasn't doing what it was supposed to do, and I just don't have the time to keep up with all of the different things that you need to do for posting, and all of the details that go into putting in a listing. So, and it was costing me money. So I have officially closed my Etsy shop. It's a very sad, sad day, but I have discovered Buy Me a Coffee. So Buy Me a Coffee is something that you can make a donation if you wish, to help support my artwork, and for me to continue to bring content to you. Or it also has a feature of a shop. So I will be opening up a shop in that forum. So it will be Buy Me a Coffee / Northern Pieces, and I can post my things there to be purchased, and it's a lot more economical for me. So that way it also gives you the option, if you wish, if you wanted to buy the stone that I have up for sale, or you could just buy me a coffee of any denomination you wish. And it's just to support me and my channel. It's you don't have to. I'm not asking for you to do that, but it's totally up to you. I've had a few individuals that had requested that, where they didn't want to buy a stone, but they wanted to be able to support me in some way. So I did some investigations, and I discovered Buy Me a Coffee. So if you're interested, there will be a link in the description below for that, so that you can click on that and go straight to there. I'm also on my social medias of Instagram and Facebook. So I encourage you to go and join the Facebook page, that I post things that like other items that I have painted but I haven't filmed. So those will be there, as well as on my Instagram. If you wanted to go over there and follow me there, that would be wonderful as well, just to show that I do have other content that you may be interested in checking out. So those are my other platforms that I use quite frequently, and I hope you join me there. Speaking of which, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. My goal is getting closer and closer with every person who subscribes, so I'm very excited about that. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up. You can also click that little bell to give you a notification when I do post something new. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this guy. Let me know what you think about the buy me a coffee idea. Anything you want. Maybe you just want to say hi. I do read all of the comments that are left behind, and I do answer them. So I figure you take the time out to send me a message, I can take the time out to reply. So that's basically the housekeeping news that I needed to tell you. And I really hope you head on over to check out my stuff on Buy Me a Coffee. Now, I will give you a date. I will have things posted there by the end of this month. So this is July. So by July 31st, I will have things posted there. But of course, I will let you know through my videos. I will let you know when we get closer, when I have things absolutely set and done there. Because it is still fairly new to me as well. So I got to figure out all of the ins and outs, but I have been working on it diligently. So just to let you know that it will be up and running before or by the end of this month. So make sure that you head on over there and see what other things I have available if you wish. So I have a lot of things planned. Like when I got home from my assignment, I painted up a storm once I got into my groove, and I filmed them all. So I've got so many videos that I need to edit so that I can get them out to you. And I'm really excited about all the content that I did for you. So stick around for that. And by ringing that notification bell, you'll know when I have posted that. So make sure you do that. I didn't realize until just now, while I was doing my voiceover for this guy, that he actually looks like he's wearing a skeleton costume that's really, really colorful. So he looks really cute. You know, it'd be a really good idea is to do something like this that was with glow-in-the-dark paint. I think that would be really cool, so that you could make a separate design on top of your regular design. I think, you know what, I'm going to try that. That sounds like a really good idea to do. So I'm just going to finish this off now, just adding this last little bit of complementary colors. And then I let it dry completely for 24 hours, and then I give it a coat of resin, and then it's finished. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and remember, folks, life is what you make it, so get creative.